Good day and welcome. This is an introduction to trigonometry. So I'll start off by saying that trigonometry is calculations that we will be performing in a right angled triangle, which for the foreseeable future I will be calling a rat. Okay, right angled triangle, rat. So in this rat, we know from previous years that the longest side opposite the 90 is called the hypotenuse. Now within a right angled triangle, we need to distinguish between three sides and they each have a name. So the first one is the hypotenuse, which we will represent with an H in brackets. The second one, okay, is relative to theta, where theta is an unknown angle in our rat. The second side is called the opposite side and it's opposite theta. Okay, so that is the second side, and then the third side is the adjacent side. Now the adjacent side shares this vertex with theta. Okay, so if the adjacent side shares a vertex with the angle, it could be this one or this one, but we've already established that this long side is the hypotenuse, so it cannot be the pink one. So the adjacent one is this one. Okay, once you can identify those three sides, figuring out the trig ratios using a rat becomes very simple. Okay, so we move on to the definitions, and the definitions are just the ratios associated with sine, cosine, and tangent. So we use our acronym SOHCAHTOA, and that means that the sine of theta is the ratio of the opposite side over the hypotenuse. The cosine of theta is the ratio between the adjacent side and the hypotenuse, and the tangent of theta is the ratio between the opposite side and the adjacent side. If you can remember that, I think it's very straightforward. Okay, so SOHCAHTOA is the first thing you write down when you get your paper 2, because this will inform all of the working out and all the numbers that are to come in our rats. Okay, so in hiding this from you, some of the words disappeared. So we have an example that tells us to determine the following ratios. We must find sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. So we're working in this red rat. We know that's the hypotenuse. Let's make it blue. That's the hypotenuse. This is opposite the angle. And of course this one has to be adjacent. Okay, they ask us for the sine of theta. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so that is O over H. Then I want cosine theta, which is adjacent over hypotenuse, which is 3 over 5. Easy. And the last one is the tangent of theta, which is the opposite side over the adjacent side, which is 4 over 3. And that's that. Done, dusted, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. In fact, here's one for you. I want to know in the comments, what is, question 4, what is tangent of angle beta? Comment that down as soon as you have the answer, and I will like your comment if your answer is correct.